aboard your flight today, ma'am. This is gonna be a really lovely, safe flight. So, you may have guessed that today I'm doing Zombie Zip AIRHOSTESS. This is so awesome. I love it. I love this look. It's so cool. You can be like, hey sir, what can I get you from my trolley of death? Okay, I'm being a bit dramatic here, but this is the look today. It's so awesome. Thank you so much for all your comments so far on Halloween week. I'm so glad that you are loving it. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And this is how you get this look. I'm so excited to do this look for you. I hope you're gonna love it. Okay, so firstly you need your zip. Now these kits, I got it from a Halloween like party shop. You can just use like a normal zip from a fabric shop, which might be a bit cheaper because this was £9.99, it's like a tenner, because it comes with loads of other stuff, as you can see, and really all you need is the zip and the glue that it comes with, which is spirit gum, or you can use eyelash glue. So first things first, take the zip out of its pack. Once it's out, you'll see that it's just like a normal zip. So now what you need to do is cut and measure it to where you want it. This time, compared to my last videos where the zip was more like this time it's gonna go all the way across my face like this. So I just need to trim the end slightly so that it fits. Hi Kimmy. Oh, Kimmy's like the Halloween witch's cat. She's much kinder than that. But anyway, okay, so measure the zip to where you want it. I hope you appreciate my pink scissors. They're actually gardening scissors, but the only ones I could find. Right, so once you've done that, we're not just gonna stick it right on because that would be like crazy. We're gonna sketch around it so we know where the zip would be, so we know which area to do the skeleton in and which area not to. So I'm just gonna take some Hoola Bronzer on the eyeshadow brush and literally draw around so that it's a really faint line that can easily be wiped away. Okay, so that is basically it. It looks lovely, doesn't it? But like I say, it's gonna be really easy to remove, which is what we're going to want later on. Okay, so now we've drawn and marked out the line exactly where we want the skeletal area to be. We're gonna mark out the certain parts on the skeleton because we don't wanna cover them with white face paint because otherwise they'll end up turning grey. We want it to be really black. So that'll be the eye area and the nose area mainly. Don't worry too much about the mouth because it doesn't matter if that blends through black a little bit. So this is gonna be really rough. I'm just taking a black face paint. For the actual lines, I'm gonna be using their real liner in black just because it gives a real jet black finish and stays in place. So the main bit is just to draw the circle of the eye, the hollow of the eye. So all the way around here. Again, don't worry, it's gonna be really rough. Like that. So far I look like a kid's drawing. And also the nose, probably like the whole of the nose. It's more to kind of remind myself not to go over the lines. And then the remaining area, I'm just gonna do with white. Now, you guys have been asking me what face paint I use. I do write it in the comments below, but it is good old Snazaroo. Don't you just love that name? I have used this face paint for years, and I mean like my mum used to use it on us when we were kids, when we were doing fancy dress parties. It's a really good face paint, but really any face paint will do, but this one does last really well. So now I'm taking the white face paint and just going everywhere else apart from around the black lines and outside the zip line. Do you know what? I'm actually changing my mind. This is the first time I've done a skeleton. I've just thought it makes so much more sense to do the black first. So that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, so take off that white. Hopefully you haven't done that yet. Okay, we're back to being our kids' drawing. So we are gonna start with the black bits, like I say. It does just make so much more sense, doesn't it? So I've got their real black liner. I'm gonna start with the nose. So skeleton nose, think about it. If you feel your nose, you can feel the bone there as well. So I'm gonna follow that bone, but actually at the top, it's gonna be more like a point, like two little points, and then it goes down on the nose. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so now for the eye, exactly the same, just colour that in black. And for this, I'm just going to use a combination of face paint and their real liner. So face paint to kind of fill it in and their real liner to get the precise bits. What I find as well is by using their real liner around the edge, it's less likely to bleed when we put the white on. That's those two shapes done roughly, looking a bit like a panda right now. But there's one more shape that we need to do, and that is the hollows of the cheekbone. So this area here that you can really feel. Now you can see that the zip ends here, so we don't need to go and do this side at all. What we do want to do is we're going to be doing teeth along here, so we're going to be doing a thick line of black going along the lip, and then the hollow will come about here. So I'm just going to draw that in now. So we've got the basic shape, and what I've actually done is I've gone outside of the zip line there by mistake. So what we're going to do now is literally just cut that bit off there because we don't need it. I was just getting carried away. Okay, so we've done all the basic outlines of the black. So the hollow of the cheek, the eye and the nose. And now we're going to fill in with the white. And obviously you just want to be careful not to go onto the black if you can, if possible. But if you do, don't worry too much. So now for the white. Okay, so finally you're starting to look less panda and more skeleton-like. Excellent. So now we're going to start doing the details. I'm actually going to start with the eyebrows. You know I love a brow. I'm going to use the black face paint again, and I'm just going to draw through the brow with the black face paint like this. So just going over the hair. Now for the bit that's going to start to bring it all together, the shading. So I'm going to start by doing a bit of shading underneath the eye, and then just going underneath like this. And for this I'm just using a black eyeshadow, just a plain matte black eyeshadow. And I'm actually gonna just go around the brow a bit and almost join the shading together slightly. I've just changed my brush to a hard angle brush so that I can darken the bottom of this shading slightly. And then I'm going to go round the socket with a black shadow to make it not quite as smooth as it is, to soften it. I'm actually going to shade all the way up to the brow as well. And then do a bit more shading up here, just kind of to add effect. Now for the teeth. So I'm just going to white out all my lips. I'm going to start with the centre, and I'm going to draw a line from almost where the nose ends all the way down, straight through. And you don't want this line to be perfectly straight, because it goes a bit wiggly. Then you have to think about how big your teeth are. So they are bigger here, the first front ones, and then they go smaller. So you want the lines to follow like your teeth would, really. So you can either leave it as lines, or you can do what I'm going to do and actually draw teeth shapes in. I'm going to go back and use a black eyeshadow, and I'm going to do it all the way up. And just almost round off the tops. Because it's like the roots, you want it to be a little bit pointy. Just do that for everyone like this. And then we want to do some shading just down the lines as well. So I'm just taking the black shadow and literally going over the line to soften it and shade. So an eyeliner brush. And then what I'm going to do is do a line that goes, when you purse your lips, along the middle, and then I'm going to do the bottom too, but the shaded curve bit's going to be on the top, and I'm going to shade the bottom slightly. Remember, the zip's going to be going right there. so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just add a little bit more white on areas that I think I need it, and then I'm just gonna work on this side of the face. So this side of the face is normal. So I'm just gonna do my foundation, a bit of beautiful smoky eye, a nice brow, because this is the nice part of the air hostess, and then this is the dead part. So just do that, even it all out, and just make sure you don't go over that line, but remember, we still got to put that zip on. So now, both sides are done. I'm gonna take the zip. So we're gonna put the zip on. So you've got your spirit gum or your lash glue. I'm actually gonna put this into a little bowl. I'm gonna take a cotton bud and I'm gonna go around the zip with the glue. And this is really strong, it's like theatrical glue, spirit gum, but it comes with a remover as well, which is good. So all the way around, and then I'm also gonna go around the line of where I want the zip to stick with the same glue. Hold it in place as you push it in. Once it's stuck on properly, you can then just fill in any little gaps. And then you just need to put on your air hostess outfit. Hello, sir. Enjoy your trip. Is there anything I can get you from hell? Okay, that was a bit scary, sorry. But look how cool this is. So I've got my air hostess outfit on. I'm half air hostess, half dead zombie skull. This is so cool. I just feel like you would stand out so much at a Halloween party with this. And it does take a little bit of time, but it's so worth it. I hope you love it. Oh, this is so cool. Make sure you subscribe because we're only halfway through Halloween week, so there's more to come tomorrow. Hope you're loving it so far, and I can't wait to see your recreations of this one. Make sure you tag me in them and comment below, let me know what you think, and I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye now.